Hi, Coach. Overall thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I'm proud of our team. You know, it was a struggle in the third period. You know, we just seen we couldn't do anything right at that point, but we found a way to hang in there and win the game. And I couldn't be proud of a guy like Mike Neville. You know, he's struggled here the last little bit with the passing of his grandfather. He's very close with, so couldn't happen to a better guy, and just given the situation. But I will say this: Minnesota Duluth is I'll use the word hell of a hockey team. I like the way they play, the way they get after it. They skate. I mean, they put a lot of pressure on you. And you know, for us to find a way to win tonight, we got a little lucky. But having said that, it's a big win for our team.
Certainly, you made a lot of lineup changes tonight. What was the message being sent to this team?
Well, we've had some guys work, you know, really extremely hard in practice, and you know, we'd lost our last 3 games at home, and you know, you can't be satisfied with that. And we wanted to create some competition within our lineup. So Mark Ock came in, I thought did a nice job tonight, as well as you know, Max Vallis came in, and it was nice to have Mike Neville back too. So we have some depth on this team, and it's good to get some players in, and it's nice to find a way to win a game when you make those changes.
When you and I talked earlier in the week, you mentioned that you thought Mankato was close to UMD. How do those two teams compare, and where do you feel UMD ranks in the nation?
Well, to me, I voted Duluth #1 the last few weeks, and you know, I'll have to look at the scores, but to me, they're as good as anybody I've seen, whether watching tape or actually seeing teams in person. You know, their top 2 lines and are very, very good. You know, and their third line is not far behind, and you know, I don't even want to call them a fourth line on their team, but they're good. I mean, they're really good. You know, and I told that to the players after the game as we went through the line, and I told their coaches, you know, they're as good as anybody I've seen, and you know, continued success to them. So, but it's good for our program to have to play a team like that. You know, it exposes some things that we need to get better at. You know, I thought for the most part, I thought we had 4 pretty good periods against them. I just didn't like our start last night, and I didn't like our finish tonight.
Well, your start tonight was a heck of a lot better. Get 2
Yeah.
goals right off the bat. Just talk about that, and just the push right there at the get-go.
Yeah, I thought it. You know, we finished well strong, or we finished last night strong, and I thought that carried over into tonight's game a little bit. And it's really hard to sweep teams in college hockey. You know, when you win, you just have a tendency just to relax just a little bit, and when you lose, you know, the coach is getting after you. And you know, I thought we had a good start. It was important for us to have a good start. It was important for us, you know, to get our fans involved in the game and get some confidence. And you know, we only scored 1 goal last night, so it's good to get a couple goals early and you know, get on a little bit of a roll.
Mike, you said his grandfather recently passed away?
Yeah,
How
he
long
did.
ago was that?
Yeah, he did. Boy, that's probably about 2 weeks now, and,
Okay.
and he missed 10 days of practice. So that was one of the main reasons we didn't play him last night. Is he just hadn't been on the ice, and you know, I know he wanted to play, but at the same time, that's a lot of time off. And thought he looked a little rusty early, but once he got into the game, he was very good. And it was good to have him for penalty killing, a lot of other reasons tonight.
You talked about Duluth's third and fourth lines. Your fourth line gets a goal tonight. I mean, you got to be happy with the way that Ike and Stamen and Gillies are playing.
Are they our 4th line?
Who knows?
You know,
On the line chart Calvin gives us.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I mean, you know, that's the beauty of it. And I think Coach Sandlin would say the same thing. You know, you might have a 4th line, but I don't consider it a 4th line, and I don't think he considers any of his lines a 4th line. But they're good. You know, I've got a freshman out there playing against, you know, 2 of their top centers. You know, and I feel good about it. So you know, at times, you know, maybe we got exposed a little bit. You make some mistakes, but I like our lines. I like our depth. We've got a lot of guys that play. You know, we didn't have David Johnstone, you know, tonight, who could have played, but wasn't quite 100%. So we gave him the night off, and you know, he's one of our most talented players. So to have other guys come in and you know, fill that slack or pick up that slack is good.
Was it important for this team to get a win over a top 10 team after getting swept by Minnesota State and losing last night?
Absolutely. You know, and I thought Minnesota State games, we were right there. There was a fine line. Games could have went either way. I thought we had a good push in the third period last night. We just, you know, made a couple bad reads on the 3rd goal, and you know, we played pretty well for 2 periods tonight. So, you know, it is important for your team. I think it gives your team confidence, and at the same time, it shows you the level you have to play at and how you have to play 60 minutes.